Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to another Rooby reaction. Volume 4, episode 5. And this is called Menagerie, which is where Blake and Son were heading. I'm assuming it's a place mostly populated by Faunus, given the name Menagerie. And I think Blake did say something about that. Excellent, excellent. We're going to see a new land, as it were, in a bit more detail than we've seen Atlas. Because we haven't really seen Atlas as such. We've seen Weiss's palatial family home. So yeah, apparently Mistral is a place of cutthroats and sort of a multi-layered society with, you know, princes and things at the top and cutthroats and pirates and things. Anyway, last episode, yeah, Yang has embraced her metal arm. She's going to begin her training. Thanks in part, I think, to her father, Peter, and Oobleck, who showed her that, you know, there was life after loss. And we found out that Crow is watching out for Team Ranger. We also met Raven, Yang's mother, and she is a nasty, nasty piece of work. I'm not entirely sure how or why Tai got with her in the first place. She's not his type at all, but and she's now the leader of a load of bandits that are going around killing people. That's not right. Mind you, there's more to Raven's story than has been fully explored so far. So, and what's that power that she's got to open portals? And what is that thing? I still don't know what that thing is that Salem summoned. Okay, right, let's get on with the next episode. This one is called Menagerie, and we are going to go now. Ah, that's seems like a nice place. Another cat.
I've never seen so many Faunus in one place.
This is the one place everyone can feel safe, no matter who or what they are.
Wow.
I wonder if Velvet went back there.
Sure is, crowded, huh?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And she doesn't like that. She doesn't like crowds.
Is it always so cramped?
Well, when you try and take an entire species and put them on an island that's 2/3 desert, yeah, it tends
Oh, I
to be
see.
cramped.
Okay then.
What? You guys have that much more space? Why waste it? A little desert never hurt anyone.
It's not like the desert in Vacuo, son. The wildlife here is more dangerous than most of the regions.
So they gave us a terrible island in the corner of Remnant to try and shut us up.
That's a pretty good summary, yeah.
Huh.
Okay, right, we're not.
Jerks.
I don't know where we are.
We tried to make the best of things.
We're in Menagerie, that's all that matters. Whoa!
This is Kuokawana.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
I take it all back. This place looks great. Why would anyone ever want to leave?
That's not the point, son. We asked to be equal, to be treated just like everyone else. Instead, we were given an island and told to make do. So we did the best we could. We came together and we made a home where any Faunus could feel welcome. But This island, this town, will always be a reminder that we're still not equal. That we're still second-class citizens.
Yeah.
Well, hey. This guy's
It's just a
feeling
ghetto,
pretty
isn't
at
it?
home.
It's just a nice looking ghetto.
All right, time to go home.
Oh yeah? Which one's yours? Can you see it from here?
Kind of.
Is it that one? What about that tiny one down there? I like the paint job.
It's...
That one, the massive one. Okay. She's like princess of the... Of the Mistral people. Menagerie people.
What is it?
It's just been a long time since I've seen my parents.
Well, you came all this way. Okay, if we're being honest, that's kind of intimidating.
Blake?
Oh, she's a cat as well.
Mom? My baby girl.
Oh, he looks like he's the guy from the credits.
We were horrified when we heard the news. The Kingdom of Vale wasn't perfect, but it certainly didn't deserve what happened. We were both so worried.
Please, I knew she'd be fine.
That isn't the slightest bit true. You should have seen him pacing.
You guys have nothing to worry about. I've seen your daughter in action before, and trust me, she's got some moves.
Yeah.
And what exactly do you mean by that, Mr. Wukong?
Well, you see, sir, it's just that, you know, she's such a good fighter, and as a fellow fighter, I have a lot of respect.
Why is he here again?
He just kind of followed me home.
Definitely above average. I mean,
I like the turnaround. You know, it's usually cats that follow you home.
this tea is really good. Huh?
I like him.
Mom?
Darn it, I completely forgot about the meeting.
Gira?
Give me a moment.
Is everything okay?
Yes, dear, just poor timing. He can reschedule. It's just been hard dealing with them lately.
Oh, dealing with who? The White Fang.
Hmm? The White Fang.
Yeah, of course.
What? Dad!
Blake, what's wrong?
Miss Belladonna, we had no idea you'd returned.
What are you doing talking to these people?
This is Corsic and Fennec Albay. They represent the White Fang here in Menagerie now.
Those psychos are here too?
Young man, I'm not sure what you've heard of our organization, but I can assure you we're not nearly as ferocious as the media would have you believe.
What we've heard? We've seen
Yeah.
firsthand. Your fanatics slaughtered people.
What is she talking about?
Precisely what we came to discuss with you, Your Grace.
Is everything all right?
She is annoyed.
You guys seriously don't know?
No what?
The White Fang was at the fall of Beacon. They attacked innocent civilians, and they released Grimm into the school.
They're a bit worried now.
Is this true?
Sadly, Your Grace, it is.
Don't act like you're...
That's enough.
He's huge.
Explain yourselves.
Though it pains us to admit, it has become apparent that the Vale branch of the White Fang is no longer operating under orders of High Leader Khan. Rather, they've elected to follow the rule of one Adam Taurus. I believe you're all familiar with the young adept and his extreme philosophy.
Yes.
You know, Beacon wasn't the first time the Fang started shooting up Vale.
The High Council had their suspicions of a splinter group, but they could prove nothing until this latest incident.
Incident? People are dead.
And it is a tragedy.
Your Grace, we came to assure you that Brother Taurus and his followers do not represent the will of the White Fang.
And how can I be sure of that?
We understand.
Can't blame an entire
skepticism towards these claims.
organisation
The White
just for
Fang's
the
tactics are admittedly
actions
more
of some.
aggressive since you stepped down as High Leader and became Chieftain of Menagerie. But this is no way to make our message heard.
We have ample documentation from the council meeting, as well as several strategies to apprehend and punish these strays if you'd care to review them.
I will. But another day. I'd like some time to reconnect with my daughter.
But of course, Your Grace.
We completely understand. It was a pleasure to see you again, young Blake.
We were saddened when we heard of your departure from the White Fang, but understand if you can no longer support our cause.
It is a wearying fight, after all.
Who says I'm done fighting?
If you ever do wish to return, you need merely to come find us.
Sister Ilya would be elated.
Ilya.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Don't trust them. They were too nice.
So, those guys were creepy.
I really don't like you.
No, you wouldn't, would you? Because he's dating your
Interesting
daughter.
development, wouldn't you say?
Interesting indeed.
So, shall we inform Brother Adam?
Of course, yeah.
We shall.
They're not to be trusted. Adam's going to come and find her. Oh, you're Tyrion.
I was hoping you could help me find someone.
Oh, they're looking for the Spring Maiden, aren't they? And to me, that's it. Surely not. Wow, that is really short. Okay, that guy at the end, I can't remember what his name is. I think it's Tyrion. I know one of them's called Tyrion. Fairly easy name to remember if you watch Game of Thrones. Spelt differently, I think. So is he looking for the Spring Maiden? I think he is. I think everyone's looking for the Spring Maiden. I wonder why they're looking for the Spring Maiden, not the Summer or Winter Maidens. Maybe it's something in the Spring Maiden's power that's specific to their needs. Or maybe it's because they already know who the Winter and Summer Maidens are. So yeah, interesting. A little bit of backstory, I suppose, if you like. A little bit of context for Blake's life. Meeting her dad and her mother, that was good. I like the dad, he's funny. I like the mother, she's a cat. I'm a cat person. Not literally, obviously, but not like Blake, she is a cat person. But yeah, not so much on the other characters this week, but as I said last time, this is a recovery, so I imagine we'll be slowly catching up with all the rest of the characters as we go along. I really do hope we catch up with Coco and Velvet separately or together. I've got a funny feeling that Coco and Fox may be a bit of an item at some point. I wonder what the shipping name for that is, Fox and Coco. The shipping charts are just mad. I was looking through them the other day, and I mean, some of them make sense if you're into that sort of thing. They're quite fun. But some of them are just plain wrong. Like, who ships Tai and Yang? Who ships Yang and Rwby? And who ships Peter and Rwby? And for some reason that last one is just the least wrong of them all, but I quite like it. I'm shipping at the moment Velvet and Sun, even though that's completely illogical and highly unlikely. I just like the fact that it's called Zodiac. Because they're both Chinese zodiac animals. But yeah, the shipping charts are just mental, but we'll go more into that in more detail in another video. Until then, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.